Good morning, beautiful people. It's your girl Mel coming to you real quick. Happy Thursday. Listen, y'all, I had to get my energy up before I came on this camera. Okay, I've been up since 5 o'clock, 5:18ish this morning, and I said before I get up on this camera, not only do I need to get my energy together, but anytime I get up at that time, it's because God has something to say to me, and so I have something to say to you. This is part 2 of something I posted yesterday, y'all. Yesterday, in the evening, I posted a video, an encouragement video, reminding you of who you are. You are dope. You are amazing. You are the only one. There is no copy. You are the original, right? And there's another part to that. So I've been asking the question, God, how do I tap into my sweet spot? How do I tap into the space that allows for me to not only operate from my potential, but just operate from my greater? How do I tap into that? And he gave me a word, okay? I actually got up, like I said, at 5:18 this morning, and I had to voice record it into my phone so that I would not forget what he was saying to me. It was just this heaviness and this knowing, when I say heavy, meaning that it was real. Knowing that we got to start shifting some things. I know that here in social media world, TV, and just day to day, we have been convinced that it is wrong for us to ask for affirmation and validation. It's wrong for us to ask for encouragement. It's wrong for us to desire those things from the people that are in our space. What God reminded me of today, he says, Melanie, it is your human nature to want to be affirmed, to want to be validated. I understand. I said something in part 1 of this whole thing about encouragement. We need to be reminded, okay? Just like any living thing on this planet, right? If I have plants, if I have flowers that need water and sunlight and need to be, nurtured and taken care of, if I did not do those things, eventually my plants, my flowers would die. We are a living, breathing vessel. If we are not speaking life to it, if we are not watering it, if we are not giving it sunlight, if we are not nurturing ourselves, if we are not doing this, guess what? Eventually we will die. Yes, life and death naturally happens, but you don't have to die. You don't have to die a slow death of misery simply because you're not being fed properly. Where I'm going with this is this. God said to me, he says, Melanie, you should be surrounded by people who affirm you and validate you and support you and encourage you. You should be surrounded by people who remind you of who you really are. Negativity is being handed out like free cookies, that are being fresh baked every day, all day. People are handing out negativity, belittling you, talking down to you, discouraging you every single day. And you didn't even ask for that. But they hand it up freely. And when you decide to ask and say, hey, I actually need some encouragement today. I need some affirming today. I need some validating today. To say that, people then question, are you insecure? Do you have low self-esteem? Well, this is the thing. Affirmation and validation, encouragement, speaking words of life is what feeds our vessels. Yes, God is my source, of course, but he also didn't put me on this planet by myself. We are one joint supplying what the other joint needs. That's what we are here for. We're not here to do this by ourselves, even though social media will push that agenda so hard and people have bought into it. I'm really hoping that you guys are hearing what I'm saying. Social media has convinced people, and don't get me wrong, I don't hate social media. I think social media is a beautiful tool. I think we should be utilizing it for all of the benefits that it provides us. But we need to stop buying into the algorithm that just keeps our timelines reminding us to compare ourselves as opposed to tapping into who we already are. We have to be reminded every day, sometimes 10 times a day, that we are just that dope, because guess what? 20 times a day, maybe 40 times a day, we are reminded that we're not. And we didn't ask for that. So it's okay to ask for validation. It's okay to ask for affirmation. It's okay for someone to have people in your corner that say, no, let me remind you that you are really just that amazing. It's okay. You are hungry. And we need to remember that we're here to feed each other, not take from each other. I'm gonna give you one little tip before I get off this camera, just to put some things in perspective. Everybody you see on social media that seemingly seems to be thriving and living their best lives, I want you to understand those people are also paying money to have people in their space to remind them how great they are. How do they do it? They do it with life coaches. They do it through therapy. They do it with a lot of different people that hold a lot of titles. But however you want to slice it, these people are in their lives to remind them how great they are. It's to remind them to continue to be healthy, continue to go. When you have a fitness coach, you have somebody in your ear telling you, keep going, you got this, right? You have somebody in your corner reminding you how great you are. We need to get used to the fact that it should become a norm where we are reminding one another how great we are. We are validating one another. We are affirming one another. That needs to become the norm, not the negativity that we see every day. So guys, I say all of this to say, listen, this is part of why I'm creating my private group, because I want to be a source, a resource of encouragement, validation, and reassurance. I want to be a resource that reminds you of how great you are. And please understand, if you've been following me for any length of time, you know that I keep it 100 with you. I'm always going to be transparent. That is just who I am. I can't help it, y'all. I seriously can't help it. And honestly, I do these things because I recognize these are the things that I needed. And I had to pray and ask God to provide that for me. And not only has God been my source, but he sent people to be that for me. I have a spiritual mentor. I have 2 best friends that validate me every day, support me, encourage me, but they also correct me in love. It's not that we are void of issues, right? This is not about being in denial or ignoring your problems. This is about, though, being reminded of who you are at your core. Okay? So I love you. I appreciate you guys. I really hope that you heard my heart, and I hope that you were able to receive what it is that I believe God put on me to share. So I will talk to you guys later. Enjoy your Thursday. It is truly a beautiful, chilly fall day, but I'm about to be real cozy. Okay, get my work done. I got some stuff to do. Talk to y'all. Bye.